welcome to my home. My name is Kathy, and in today's video we're going to be pickling peppers. I've got some jalapeno and some banana peppers that I want to get pickled up. So let's get in my kitchen and I'm going to show you how easy it is to put this together. The recipe I'm going to be following is out of the Southern Living Little Jars Big Flavors book, and it is on page 149. This recipe makes 4 half-pint jars, but I am going to be using quarter-pint jars because I don't need that many peppers at a time. And this one is just for the pickled jalapeno slices, but I'm also going to be using it for my sweet banana peppers because I think it'll taste good. So this calls for 3/4 pound green jalapeno peppers and a 1/4 pound red jalapeno peppers. All I have right now is green, so that's what I'm going to be using. And then it calls for 1½ cups of white vinegar, 5% acidity, 1 teaspoon of canning and pickling salt, 4 large garlic cloves halved, and 4 bay leaves. It says to sterilize the jars and prepare the lids. So I do have my jars in my canner. They are hot, so they've been in there for probably half an hour now. So they're good and sterilized. So we're good there. So now what I need to do is mix together my brine. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is get my brine going. And for that it calls for 1½ cups of white vinegar. I am going to double the brine because I want to make sure that I have plenty. So I'm going to use 3 cups of white vinegar. Pour that into my pot. And to this I'm going to add 3 cups of water. The recipe calls for canning or pickling salt. I don't have that, but I have non-iodized salt, which is going to be just fine. So I'm going to use 2 teaspoons of non-iodized table salt. Now if you were just doing a single batch of this, it would be 1½ cups of white 5% vinegar, 1½ cups of water, and 1 teaspoon of salt. Now you'll probably end up with extra brine, which will be fine because I will find something else to put in a jar and put the pickling sauce on, so it won't go to waste. Now I'm just going to give this a stir to dissolve that salt, and this is going to heat up to a boil. Now I'm going to start with the jalapenos. So while my brine is heating up, my jalapenos have been washed. I'm just going to cut off the ends. Now if you don't want them as spicy, you can take out some of the seeds if you'd like. I think I'm just going to do a straight batch. Just going to cut them about 1/4 inch thick. Now for this step you do want to wear gloves because you don't want to get that hot juice on your hands and then take the chance of, you know, rubbing your eyes or your face or having a little cut on your hand, because that would hurt a lot. So I'm just going to go ahead and get these chopped up. Okay, now that my brine is hot, I'm going to go ahead and start assembling my jars. I'm going to start by taking a few jars out of my canner. We will be water bath canning the peppers. The recipe calls for, if you're doing the half pints, you would put in a full clove of garlic cut in half. So you'd put 2 halves in. Since I'm doing quarter pints, I'm just going to put in a half a clove of garlic into each of my jars. Some of these cloves are still pretty big, but that's okay. And 1 bay leaf. I picked out some smaller leaves because these are smaller jars. And then I'm just going to fill the jars with the peppers, leaving a ½ inch of headspace. You want to pack them in pretty good. Now to this, I'm going to fill my jars with the hot brine, again leaving a ½ inch of headspace. I'm going to debubble my jars. You can use your little measuring stick or you can use a chopstick, and then check your headspace. I think you can adjust the headspace by moving your, adding in or taking out peppers. But I think these all are looking pretty good. So I think I'm going to go with this. You just want to wipe your rims to make sure you don't have any food or anything on your rim that's going to prevent it from sealing. You want a nice clean rim. Now my lids are in hot water. I think I've told you before, if I'm water bath canning, I do put my lids in hot water to soften up that seal. If I'm pressure canning, I don't do that. I skip that step. Since we are water bath canning, I did soften up the seals. Now I'll add a ring, fingertip tight. And into the canner they go. Now I'm just going to repeat this process until I have all of my jars filled up. I have some jalapenos left. I should probably get another couple of jars of jalapenos out of that. And then I'll chop up my banana peppers and do the same thing with them. Okay, so these are the last 2 jars. My canner will only hold 10 of the quarter pint jars. So my first batch will just be these 10. Okay, so I have all 10 jars in my canner. I have the water level at 2 inches above the jars. So now I'm just going to bring this up to a boil. I'll put the lid on it, and then I will let them process for 15 minutes. The processing time in the book is 10 minutes, but because of my altitude, I'll be processing these for 15 minutes. So I'll bring you back once these are done processing, and we'll talk about how long they're going to need to sit on the pantry shelf before you're going to want to use them. Well, while the jars are processing, let's go check in with those dogs. Well, there's Stella playing lizard hunter. She loves trying to find the lizards on the side of the garage. And in the rocks. And there's Max. He loves drinking out of the waterfall. And he hates bugs getting on him. Okay, so all of my jars have finished processing. I ended up with 3 half pints of banana peppers, as well as 6 quarter pints of jalapenos, 3/4 pints of banana peppers, and 1/4 pint of jalapeno banana pepper mix. So the brine that I did was enough for all of those jars. Now the next step is to let this sit out on my counter for 24 hours. After that time, I'll take off all the rings, I'll check all of my seals, I'll label my jars and put them on the pantry shelf. Then I'm going to let them sit on the pantry shelf for 3 weeks before I use them, because I want them to be good and pickled before I open those jars to start using them. Now some of the things that I'm going to use them on would be maybe tacos or nachos or sandwiches. What are some dishes that you would use these pickled peppers on? Now on my pantry shelf, I already have some cowboy candy, which is delicious. I'll put a link to that video up above. I think these will be a good addition to the pantry shelf to break out at those times when you have people over and maybe you have some cream cheese and some crackers out. I think, having a combination of maybe some cowboy candy is an option, and then also some pickled peppers is an option. I think that'll be really tasty. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you're not already subscribed to my channel, please be sure to subscribe and hit that bell icon to be notified each time I put out a new video. Well, until next time, I hope you have an amazing day, and we'll see you on the next video. Bye now.